If you're a small business owner, maybe you've had the thought that you should look at your data. But the problem is, you're not sure where to start. You're making the marketing decisions, you're posting, you're pinning, you're emailing, and you know something's working. But when you look at your data, you're just not sure what. And you don't even know if you can trust what you're seeing. That's what a website data health check is for. Hi, I'm Appy from iCodeHappy. I'm a website and data advisor. And my favorite thing is helping my clients not only know if their website and their marketing is working, but what's working and how well. A lot of times when we look at our data, we look at a snapshot. We log into Google Analytics and we look and see what the reports show us. Maybe there's a trend line, but we're looking at that trend line at a moment in time. And our brains don't do that great of a job at telling us exactly what's going on. Is that a 25% increase or a 2% increase? It's hard to tell. So we look at a snapshot at a moment in time and we think, okay, traffic's going up, good enough. Or okay, sales are going up, good enough. But a number without a trend makes it really hard to make decisions. It's easy for 1 week, one viral pin, one email blast, especially if you're dealing with small numbers. Is it really a trend or is it just noise? If you're not watching over time with something you can measure and quantify, it's hard to tell. Small stores are especially vulnerable because you are dealing with what's likely smaller numbers. It's easier to have bigger swings compared to what's normal. There's a couple of questions that are helpful for website owners to ask. Can I trust my data? And is my website doing its job? And that's what we're going to talk about. So a website data health check has 3 parts. First, the setup score. This is not a comprehensive deep dive into all of the sophisticated setups that are possible. This is, am I getting data in my analytics? Because if the foundation is broken, then everything else is just a guess. The second part is performance. What do things look like right now? And yes, this is a snapshot, but it's useful within its context. And that's why we follow up with part 3, which is the momentum score. What do the trends look like? This tells you the direction you're going and if things are working. I'm going to show you what all look like in practice next week. Today, we're just trying to understand why each piece is there. So when I do a website data health check, the first thing I do is I get some information about the business that I'm going to be looking at. And that looks like a business briefing. This is 15 or 20 questions about the business that I'm going to be evaluating so that I know what you're already doing, what your platform is, what the purpose of your business and your website are, the marketing channels that you're using, what you really want to know about your data. And this isn't paperwork. This is research that helps me understand how I can best help you as I'm doing the health check. So let me show you why some of these questions are important. I need to know about your business, what the purpose of your business is. What are you trying to accomplish on your website? It's not just about your site, it's about the business behind it and what's the goal. What type of website do you have? Is it a blog, an online store, a combination? All of these different setups mean that when we look at the data, we're seeing different things. And not only that, success looks different depending on what type of site. The platform that you have can help me understand what data might be available and what might not be available to me. How long you've had Google Analytics set up. 3 months of data versus several years is going to be a totally different scenario in how I can help. What's your biggest question about your data? This is what helps me personalize this health check to you and your business. That way, when I'm looking at your data, I'm automatically trying to help you find this solution. And when I recommend next steps, I understand a little bit more about your priorities. So what do you get from a website data health check? You get a scorecard for each of the 3 sections, the setup, the performance or the snapshot, and the momentum or the trends and the direction. Then you get my top 3 recommendations of what to do next. It's not a list of everything, just what you can do first. And a document plus a video walkthrough that you can revisit so that you can take your time and really understand where to go next on your schedule. Next week, I'm going to show you a real health check. We'll walk through the intake form. We'll take a look at GA4, a little behind the scenes. I'll show you what a scorecard looks like. So if you'd like to see what this looks like in practice, come back and see me for part 2.